I've stopped. I've slowed down my reading. I got through 18 Mishoko Tensei books, and then I was like, you know what? I'm now so far ahead of the show. I have very few concepts of where I actually am anymore. I'm going to start reading the prequel. So I moved to that. But yeah, I've slowed down my reading at the moment because I was reading so much that I wasn't writing anymore. I didn't have room in my head for actual
critical
writing.
mistake.
Yeah.
All I could think about was this other story I was reading.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
I've had like a little cleansing 2 weeks back in the writing.
Understandable. See, I'm finally back to reading what I want to read instead of books about tax law or management accounting, where it's like, wow, this is a book.
Yeah.
And now I'm reading something I actually want to read. It's like,
Do they have nice covers at least?
you never look at the covers.
Why not?
Because you open it and you start reading.
Is it? Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Spoken
No,
like a
it's-
true accountant. I don't look at the art. I only look at the facts.
Facts.
I only look at the digits.
And the fact is, actually, I had an exam on Monday. What a insult to my intelligence. It was so easy. They
What
didn't even
is-
try to make it hard.
when
It was just
pitched one?
copy-paste answers.
worse.
It was copy-paste questions from our tutorial. So tutorials, you like get together with the lecturer and they do practice questions. Literally copy-paste those into the final exam. I spent so long preparing for this exam, covering every bit of content, memorizing 20 different formulas, and I could have done none of that.
Yeah.
And so
But you got the knowledge.
I
I got
memorized.
this new Lamborghini.
I
What do I
memorized
really care about?
20 plus different formulas for this exam, and I cannot remember any of them. And it was 4 days ago.
Wow. Yeah. Hey,
Not even. It was 2 days ago.
You guys know the guy from that meme? Where like, I got this new Lamborghini up in Beverly Hills, but behind me I
Yeah.
got this knowledge. He's still making videos, and his new
Really?
one was him walking around $100 million like mansion in like Hollywood or whatever, and him talking about it and like showing everyone around his new house. And
MTV Cribs.
but he rents it, and him talking about how good it is to be a renter.
Yeah.
So it's like this ain't flexing, man. This
Yeah,
flex
this
don't
is-
flex. This isn't great.
For what he rents, he could be buying a house.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Isn't it more of a flex to be like, yeah, I don't need security in my housing. I can afford to just rent this and be kicked out at any time.
At any time. Well, his whole thing was he doesn't pay rates, and he doesn't pay like the homeowners like taxes and all that stuff. And he said,
That's not
and-
that much.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, but you're a renter.
Yeah.
You're a,
No
you're a
one's
financial
rent-
guru, and you're a renter.
That's ridiculous.
Anyway, lads, what have we been doing this week? What's been going on? What's been the goss? What's been the tea? What's been on the down low? What's been on the up high? Let me know. Break it down for me.
break it down.
Break it down.
Break it
Break it
down.
down.
Break it down.
Oh boy, a lot.
Have you been watching Spartacus montages on YouTube from Lazy Town?
No.
Those are good.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Spartacus.
Spartacus? Spartacus.
Spartacus is the image in my head flips because I went from 300 to Lazy Town.
Spartacus from
Gladiator,
Spartacus is
isn't
from-
it?
No,
Gladiator?
he's from 300.
what's the name of the guy in it starts with an M, isn't it, in Gladiator?
It's Russell
Marcus.
Crowe. I can't remember.
Marcus.
Martin.
That's
I feel
Rome.
like it's Spartacus.
Gladiator is Rome. Spartacus, I believe, is from 300 from is Spartans. Spartans.
Damn, imagine
He's
how
the this is Sparta kicks the guy into the hole.
No, this is Spartacus.
I thought his name was Leonidas.
This
that
is
Leonidas?
Patrick.
I think it was
Or
Leonidas.
is Spartacus the I'm Spartacus? No, I'm Spartacus.
Well, that's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. But I haven't watched either of the movies, so
I
can't
haven't watched,
really
I haven't
say
watched
anything.
any of these movies either.
There we go. We're
So
all
we're
guys
all
who
on the
don't know
same
anything about
page.
anything.
I'm like, surely Spartacus is from Sparta. Isn't that where the name comes from?
But we'll happily mock you about something we have no idea about.
Oh,
either.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. I do the exact same.
Look, still, I went
okay.
from 300, like the slow motion zoom in, zoom out, to then push ups from.
Listen, I'd watch more Sporticus than anything from Spartacus.
I'm more of a Robbie Rotten, but yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. So you haven't been watching those montages.
I haven't been. What have I been doing? A whole lot of taking care of my child. is
Yeah.
what I've been doing. Not grandparents, parents-in-law got back. Sorry.
Parents-in-law.
Yeah.
That's how you have to refer to them?
No, I think people
The
you just say
in-laws is
The
usually.
in-laws, yeah.
your parents. I think people just say that. Yeah. Anyway.
I wouldn't call them
Dad.
parents.
Yeah.
They're not my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm married in now.
Extras.
Yeah, they're the extra parents. I've got 2 sets of parents.
I've got 2 sets of parents already. All right, thank you very much.
Mad flex,
I don't-
guys. Yeah, been doing a lot of that. Well, I don't know if I want to spoil for this game that we're the show and tell.
Oh no! Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
That's the entirety of this episode, by the way.
I assume
Awesome.
But it's been a while. I wanted to do a recap episode.
Yeah.
Little recap, little filler episode.
Yes. Had brother's wedding. That was good. Lots of dancing.
Did you dance?
No, I didn't. But there was a lot of dancing.
Interesting
Went to the
comment
pub,
then.
lots of drinking. I didn't drink.
I didn't do any of the drinking. Yeah, that was good. Arcane season 2
Yeah.
came out. I've been
Really?
watching that. Yeah.
Still yet to finish season 1.
R.I.P.
I might
I
have
know,
to
I got a few episodes into
look
it.
into that.
Yeah, it's
season
very
2.
good.
Yeah,
I've seen some clips and some trailer stuff for it, and I was like, ooh. Yes, we're not getting Netflix for this.
Yeah,
You don't need Netflix to watch Caleb. Come on.
All we ever talk about is seem to either be piracy
Hey,
review
shush.
or accounting.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not involved in this piracy.
Me neither.
Can I
I
just-
always pay for the content I consume.
I know we bleeped this last time. I used the anime site that you sent to me. The one that you use for that.
It might be dead now.
I've been using it. I haven't used it in a week, but I've been using it for a while. I had to download like 20 more ad blockers and stuff like that to even
block
be able
Origin.
to use. No, that worked for me. I had to download so many extra
Really?
pop-up blockers and everything. Anything I would touch would open up 3 more pages.
Bruh.
I had to
Really?
I download so many more protection things
Alright.
for it.
I might send you a different one.
Maybe I'm on the wrong side or something. But
If
literally,
you guys
it's the most
want-
virus-infected thing ever.
Pass your phone. I'm gonna link you to a thing.
Do I want it on my phone? I don't have any
It's just a
protection.
website.
Oh, okay.
The website's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want a great website which goes through how to get content for free for everything, ripped.guide. It has like music, anime,
Torrent.u.
WWE if you want it, ebooks, everything.
Wow.
But I don't pirate, so
I'm not a pirate.
I'm a Marine.
I'm a Marine. Muscles are required, intelligence not essential, Marine.
Yes, what have you found with Arcane? Is
So
the whole
far,
thing out, or is
no.
it
So it's
recently?
first 3 episodes. The next 3 is the 16th, and then the next 3 are 24th or something.
Slow.
But
Is it on actual internet or is it on?
I have no clue. Anyway, that's the website.
My internet shouldn't be slow. My internet should be based.
What website is it?
Bleep this out. But it's
Okay.
nice.
it is literally a pirate site for finding pirate sites.
It's the same, but it's not just for like movies and shows. It also does books and
Yeah,
music.
this one
and-
also does.
Oh, okay, for sure.
It does everything. Yeah.
And
Always making
games.
my editing so much harder. I'm gonna have to
Just
cut
cut
stuff.
all of this
cut
out.
out
Now
all
go
of
back
this
to
out.
Micah.
Here,
Skip.
I'll restate my thing.
Yeah.
Arcane season 2
Yeah.
has come out. The first 3 episodes, pretty good. The only thing I would critique about it is with all the trailer and stuff. I don't know. I just didn't feel surprised by anything that happened.
Yeah.
Which might be because of my vast knowledge of League of Legends.
League of
Probably not
Legends?
because they've sort of changed stuff a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. It was good. Like it's good quality.
So
Very good
I'll,
quality. Music
I'll
is good.
enjoy it because I know nothing about.
Yeah,
League of
yeah, yeah,
Legends.
possibly, very much so. You'll probably well. The great thing about the first one, season 1, was there was so much stuff where you're like, "What is this? What is this pointing to?" And then for those people who know, they're like, "Oh, I know what's gonna happen." Yeah,
I do have one question because I saw the first little chunk of it. I've seen up to when Vi and the police lady,
Caitlin, yeah.
started working together.
Yeah.
Same to that, which is what, episode 3, maybe episode 2.
yeah, episode 2, I think.
I think I
was
watched it with your brother.
at the end of episode 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Oh wait, this is season 1.
season 1. Yeah.
Yes, sorry, that's episode. That be the second chunk would be episode 2 of second chunk,
2.
which would be episode 5. Yeah, continue.
So I watched it with them, and obviously there's the dad character, and there was a
father
lot
figure.
of theories going to the second season that he was going to be like the werewolf
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah,
Has that happened? Because that was because people were talking about that, but then everyone was like, yeah, but that's not lore accurate at all. But nothing of Arcane has been particularly lore accurate.
I don't know if it wasn't lore accurate. I'm pretty sure it was pretty loose, was the idea. Like, and there's some lines in game, which is where like you can piece a lot of things together. There's like lines characters say to each other in game. But there's a lot of different things. Like Holly Holly was mentioning to me a video, and I was like, yes, that's exactly right. Where there's the one bit where he's episode 3 or something where
In season 2?
Season one, where
yeah.
where Silco has him and they're like beating him up, and like he's doing his monologue to Vandor or Vander, and you can hear in the background, you hear the slight like very quietly the theme of Warwick playing.
Right.
So like you hear the sound that plays when he goes into a blood rage. Blood frenzy, and so it's like people, it's very much that. Oh, wait, does that mean this guy is this?
That's
So
clever.
that's what people are. That's what the theory is. But then season 2 so far has been showing a lot of, it's happening. So like it's the slow transition of him turning into.
Yeah, because it was all originally about that drug, which we thought was separate.
Yeah, that was a new Shimmer was a new thing for Arcane.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's really exciting
then
though. It's interesting because it's like to see. Like I'll be entirely honest. 90% of Western media for me is like I can disregard it.
Yeah,
but like at least with Arcane, it's always maintained like a level of quality. I've just never fully clicked with it. I know if I gave it the time, I would really like it. But yeah, and it's interesting they're only doing 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Though.
I mean, because it's sort of tracked up to sort of what the characters are at the moment, and then this is sort of going beyond that. And it's like, oh well, if someone dies in the TV show, are they going to delete them from the game?
Oh right, so
You log onto the game the next day.
Well, probably not, because they killed off a couple characters, but they're still in the game. So.
Yeah.
Soccer
So
there.
the
which ones?
end of season 1 is like where the actual like they are canonically in the game type of thing. Or like
Pretty well, except for Warwick, obviously. But yeah, I think so, pretty well. I mean, Vi's sort of, I mean,
Does
I
it
can
make
talk
you
about
want to
the
play
phases.
League of Legends again?
Yeah, I'm playing League of Legends. I'm
That's
sorry,
good-
guys. I'm
that's
sorry,
good
guys.
advertisement.
I'm sorry.
Listen. I went back to Zenless Zone Zero because I saw a trailer for one particular character, and I was like, I'm getting that freaking character, no matter what. And I didn't get the character. I played it I was like, I don't even like this game, but I'm getting this damn character.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with the Arcane stuff coming out, they've got free stuff you can get. You can get a free singed skin.
Great. Who
that's-
plays Singe?
That
No
stuff
one.
Some people.
has never really worked on my brain, and I don't know why. Because it's meant
What
to. The whole like, you
The
see a
FOMO.
trailer for here's
Oh,
a character
right,
that
yeah.
comes out, or like here's advertisement for like it works for
The excitement.
like every once in a while I'll get like because my main game was like Pokemon, so if
Yeah.
I see like some Pokemon stuff, I'll be like, oh, I'll play through Pokemon again. But like all of the pay to win, lots of skins, those kinds of things. Never.
It's
Did you
usually
just say
because
League of Legends is pay to win.
No, I'm not saying League of Legends. I'm saying
for
pay to win.
Yeah.
Lots of skins.
Yes.
Well,
Separate. I'm not starting a war.
Genshin are only slightly pay to win because you can get them for free. It's literally just if you want to be lazy, you can like spend more money to get them quicker. But the main thing with Xenosaga Zero is because every new character releases they're part of a new story. They're part of a new segment of the story or anything like that. So it's fun to, when you reach that bit, to be able to play as one of the characters in that segment, to have one of them be part of your party. Because otherwise you're just playing through the story and you're seeing them in cutscenes and all that, but you don't actually get to like play with them.
Yeah, right.
So it's whenever there's a new thing, I like to try and get one of the new characters, because then when I play through that segment of the story, I can have one of those characters actually with me and hearing their dialogue and all that.
That's still not in the upfront cost of the game. Like the game's just free to download, right?
Yeah, all the games are free, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still not in the upfront package of the game. It's something you have to unlock, and
All the story stuff is free, and you can play through all of those stories for completely
for
free.
that character story.
No, you get all of that. It's just you don't get to. In fact, no, actually, no. Sometimes you do in those segments get to have that character occasionally as part of your party, but they usually give that to you as like a tester of like seeing if you really like the character or not.
Yeah.
But they also offer arenas where you can play the characters to decide if you like them before you pursue like trying to unlock them. It's more just it's kind of an immersion thing, and like I really like the story. I'd like to keep this character. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, that is a great ad for Zenless Zone Zero.
It's not that great.
Do you want to add for League
For
of
League?
Legends?
Yes, I can say something. And this is my thoughts on League of Legends. The world and all the characters are phenomenal. Well, most of the characters. There are a couple we don't like. The lore behind it is very enjoyable to look through, and it's very fun, and the way they did it. The community is the main issue with League of Legends, I think. Some people can be very salty. But
Have you ever been banned for
raging?
slurs?
I haven't. But I know a lad who played Valorant who has gotten banned many times.
one of your brothers?
He's a friend of one of my brothers. But yeah, I think his account was like
Permabanned, I think it's now.
permabanned or something.
Well, he should be
He
playing
kept
Valorant
getting
anyway.
chat
Yeah.
restrictions.
Play CS:GO like a
chat
normal person.
restrictions.
But now it's permabanned.
Yeah. But I was playing it with him recently. Spoilers. Riot, don't go looking. And he was saying, no, this is a clean account. We're starting fresh. We're reformed. We're reformed.
Yeah,
That's a very League thing.
How reformed was he?
He was pretty reformed.
He only used 3 racial slurs, guys. Come on.
No, he said like something passive
He's a
aggressive.
recovering racist, a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
He's getting better.
Racist Anonymous, guys. You guys don't go to that. It's at the
RA
church in the
meetings.
basement.
Yeah.
That's where we just say all the racial slurs for the week, and then we
Also
go
known
out.
as
We're normal
rural
members of
Australia.
society.
Yeah.
It's the local pub.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the how heavily they restrict chat and what you say in chat is a lot lighter in Australia than European and American because swearing is so much a part of Australian cultures. You can get away with a lot more.
Yeah, true.
Interesting.
Not with saying
But they restrict games so much more here in Australia. We've had didn't we have to wait like way longer for GTA 5 or something like that?
It's
here?
a lot. Actually, no. Restrictions in America are a lot more.
Well, we had Outlast 2 banned. We had GTA 5 was going to be banned. Anything that has a focus on drugs in any kind has usually gets banned
maybe
here
for
in Australia.
stuff like that specifically, but I know for our is it the PEGI rating, whatever it's called, where you got your 13 plus, your 15. I know that rating in Australia is a lot lower for things than it is in like America.
Yeah, it's very rare for us to get R-rated games compared like our America's R is our MA.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I was always wondering because I don't have particularly much interest in League of Legends, but with the stuff I saw about Arcane, I was like, man, if they made more games like this, kind of focused around this, that'd be really cool. Is there any like more story-based stuff that's more of like an exploration of the characters and maybe in a different gameplay style?
I think Riot made a heap of different
Nunu
games.
and
Nunu
Silas are
and
the
Willem,
only ones I know of.
the song of Nunu and Willem. So they made a couple different styles. There's like a Skylanders one, I think, that they were planning on making.
yeah, I don't think that's ever come out though.
No, yeah, they made a like a Beatmaster type thing, but it's like a 2D like hopping thing. It's sort of like Geometry Dash. They made a game like that. They made a
Auto
card
chess
game.
too.
Is Heroes of the Storm, is that League as well?
No, it's a MOBA, so it's the same game that's from Blizzard. So that's all the Blizzard characters. But they did Valorant with the same characters though.
They also did an auto chess as well.
Yeah, TFT,
then
auto
the
chess, then the card
Hearthstone?
game.
Wait,
yeah,
is
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone
They
type
did
thing.
a card game.
Yeah, I play heaps. I loved Hearthstone. Me and BJ play that all the time. I didn't realize that was League. Is
Raid
Valorant?
isn't
it
League.
isn't.
League made a
That League
version.
made a version called.
Sorry, I thought
Rune.
we were talking about in-world League stuff. Right. No. Yep.
No, but yeah, so they've made
No,
a whole
but
heap
yeah.
of things. They've made a whole heap of things. They're making a Mortal Kombat style game, and I think there was not an illusion, but like they alluded to like a role playing game,
Wow.
possibly.
Because now we're in the it'd be kind of fun to see because they just released the new Dragon Age game, which is getting a heap of different criticisms.
Yes.
And the main criticism that I don't understand that it's not getting, at least I haven't seen. Most people are like upset about the politics of it. Well, I was said is that they've removed the gameplay of Dragon Age. Dragon Age is more or less a top-down management game.
Yeah,
and now it's just
yeah.
another hack and slash, shitty every other video game. It's
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
not what Dragon Age is.
Yeah.
But like that'd be so cool to have a game like with the characters of League because they're so different.
Yeah, yeah.
To do more of like a third person game, but you can actually like individually manage what they're doing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
basically
yeah.
saying Age of Empires.
Yeah. Well, that could be interesting. Yeah. But
Yeah, really cool.
anyway, sorry.
Sweet. Yeah.
Tangent over.
Tangent over.
I can talk about League forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
I
whole
know.
episode.
I can talk.
Nick, what have you been doing? You've been reading?
Yep. Actually, last episode or last time we were recording, we started talking about factory simulators and factory building games.
Yeah.
You mentioned Beltmatic.
Yes.
I resent you for that because when I'm supposed to be studying for exams, I don't want to be playing Beltmatic for hours on end.
Oh yeah, it's good, isn't it?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I've been playing Belt Mat. It's
yeah, it's so satisfying. It's just like, oh, numbers.
especially
is-
like it
this is
gives you
me.
something like 497, and you're like, all right.
I love that number.
Big brain. Right, if I bring the 13s across, probably not 13s, but you know,
You get
like,
your fives and your fives, and then you multiply fives and fives and
you've
fives.
got like
bro.
5 different broken factories
Yeah.
you've cut off, and you're like, oh, if I attach these two and times them, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you just have so many factories. It's like, I don't even use that anymore. I've got all the numbers I need, but it's still there just in case I need it.
I know I've unlocked 6s, but I've still got my 2 times 3 factory.
Yeah. So yeah, a bit fun.
This feels like an online maths game.
Maybe.
101 fun math games. Beltmatic.
Cool maths games online.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm playing that a
Nice.
bit. I'm trying to put it down. I've mostly succeeded. So resent bringing it up
Buddy.
now because I just remind myself of
probably
it.
played it more than I have.
Yeah. And now
Boston.
I'm not really playing any games. I want to see if I can do my whole uni holidays without using my computer to be constructive and achieve something. So I want to try focusing more on reading.
Go outside and touch.
Touch grass.
Grass.
Grassu. Yeah, so try read more. Or, well, actually do anything else more. But the only other thing I really have is reading at the present. I'm trying to find some other stuff to do. But
You know, if you like counting, crochet is a really good hobby. It is all counting.
yeah, so I'm trying to find hobby. Not
Fishing?
crochet, thanks.
Fishing?
Yeah, I caught a great silver perch this morning.
Ooh. Mate.
The
We
fishies
need
are,
to do this
are
fishing
waking up.
special.
Well, I think we got to do it with Zach because you might actually catch something. With me, it's just brute force it until the fish
I like
finally.
brute force.
brute
I'll
force.
stand
I
in the
like
road,
jumping.
I
like jumping in the
sleeves
water.
and the pants rolled up,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the hand ready to.
Doing the 1-inch punch. It's like your hand right now near the water. If one gets in line with me, it's dead.
Yeah.
You all got like fishing lines. You're reeling fish in. You're bringing them in. I'm just standing there the whole time in the back. It's like a good like 20 meters in the
With a
distance.
fork.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
No.
Yeah,
Caleb.
Oh, I'm eating. I'm eating too. Yeah.
Oh, good.
that
Do
is
that.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Eating
proud.
food.
Not dead.
So
Yes.
proud.
Still
Almost-
drinking though, so that kind of sucks. But
Drinking
It's a
what?
good thing we clarified that.
Don't starve.
Together.
Don't starve
don't starve together, bro. Are we all not starving together?
Hey,
yeah.
that's
Do we
pretty
all
good.
have don't starve together?
I
I
do.
don't.
I do.
Ah.
So we're
I
so
don't have
close to
money.
doing the,
So all three of us don't stay together.
the
while
Roll For Rizz
Caleb is hitting
DSD.
the fish.
I literally only learned about that game like last week.
Yeah.
I watched a person play through it.
Yeah, but
crazy.
you have Deep Rock Galactic now.
I do.
Yeah.
It was on sale and I had money.
We always have to have one of us that's not like down with it.
Yeah.
Just that you had 2 opportunities to buy this game.
Hey, Black Friday and other sales.
And
keep
both
forgetting to
times
check
it
the
was
chat.
in the group chat.
I keep
I
forgetting.
send it every single time it's on sale.
We'll keep doing it one of these times.
But I
on
haven't
this.
played it at all because I don't have good internet at home, and I think you need internet for this.
No, you can play solo or with other people.
Okay.
Does it allow you into the ship without internet?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
well,
I play
Because
offline.
play with Bosco.
then the
Osco.
other thing was downloading it, which
It's only 2 gigabytes.
that's a lot.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
2 gigs.
Anything
Yeah,
more
it's
than
really
a gig,
small.
gig takes a bit.
Is that even in HD?
HD. It has at
All the
least 3
PlayStation games are like
polygons.
100 gigabytes.
More importantly, I feel like I've just had a bunch of stuff on and no time to play.
I get it, bro. I get it. You know, you don't have to make up excuses for me. You know.
Anytime I buy a new PlayStation game, it's like, well, I'll play this tomorrow. I just know that I'm not going to be. It's not going to download to my PlayStation because it's 100 gigabytes.
Yeah, was it Harry Potter, the
Oh,
Legacy,
God.
that allowed you to pre-download? What game am I
a
thinking
lot
of?
of games allow you to do that on PlayStation.
How can you pre-download without that being a huge security risk?
It just doesn't let you because it's only on PlayStation that they let you do this. So they just don't let you open it. They don't give you the
Yeah,
key
it's
to-
just it allows you to pre-download it. So when the thing is released, you either I can't remember if you put a I can't remember what.
Oh, it's
you
like
do.
an encrypted or something.
Yeah,
But you
like
have to purchase it anyway.
Yeah.
And I think you still have to do like a small download to kind of download like the key
Okay.
type of thing.
yeah.
Interesting.
So it's
Have you guys seen the new
Game should do
NBN
that.
rollout that's happening now?
No.
We got a letter for it. So they're
Bussin'.
nice.
between now
Hell
and
yeah, Labour.
February, they're upgrading a lot of houses in the Southern Highlands to actually be either fiber to premises.
Hell yeah.
So I think my mate got that, and so now he's supposed to be getting like 250 megabytes a second. We are still on wireless, but we're getting super fast wireless, so we'll go from 60 to like 150. But I don't know what you guys will get.
When we move, I'm going to try and pursue even better internet.
What do you have now?
At home, we have 25 download, and we have upload 3.
Oh,
So it means I can't
okay.
live stream from home. Here, I have 90 download, 25 upload.
Yeah, okay. See, I never really understood the point of fast internet speeds because we have 60 megabytes a second, but Steam only downloads at 7 megabytes per second.
Can you change that in settings?
I'm pretty sure I have it unlimited.
Okay.
I feel like you should be able to change that.
Yeah, I
settings.
feel- we should be able-
I downloaded the full speed.
Okay.
Wait a
Well,
second.
I am just stupid then.
don't
Peer to peer is faster anyway.
So much for accounting.
There's so much for accounting. Bro,
didn't
there's a
account
difference
for
between
that, did you?
accounting and computer science.
There's a difference between counting and just numbers in general.
Just because there's a 5 on something doesn't mean I can account it.
Nick, there's a clock on the wall. Can you count that? Can you count?
Oh, there's one clock, bro.
Doesn't have numbers on it. Get him.
Roman numerals? Nah.
Nah, mate.
This
Hieroglyphics.
week, first of all, I had a friend of mine who lives down Canberra way message me to like catch up, and he's like, "Hey, I listened to like all of Dark Tides, Stoker, and now I'm on Roll For Rizz."
Nice.
Like, yeah, Dark Tides, Bates, Stoker, like all the content. So, you know, shout out to him when he gets to this episode. It was really nice to chat, and he was, just reminded me of Buddy dying, and I was like, thanks, thanks.
Say it again.
Yes, it was sad. Yeah, no, it's fine.
What's the thing? My something is something, and my day is ruined. Oh, what's the meme? I
Now
can't
that you've
remember.
said it, I can't remember it.
I can't
I
remember.
can't think of it. I see him
Ah,
clear
so
as day in my
easily,
head.
so easily.
I see-
I'll continue on while
Yeah,
you but no, he messaged. What we got to work.
My
out,
disappointment
catch
is measurable and my
There
day is
you go,
ruined.
there
There we
you
go.
go.
Didn't even have to look it up.
up.
He said
This
it's
week
fun.
I've been
Oh, I was
trying
about
to
to.
do writing, and my brain has been absolutely fried. I've got like 2 or 3 different things that I'm like, cool, I need to like, these are the things that I want to write. These are the things I want to do. I know like the characters that they're revolving around. I have a general idea of like motivations and all of that, but it's just like the starting. I haven't been able to quite do. And it's like, I've had the last 2 days to do it. And and just like nothing both days. I was just exhausted.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do that. I think hopefully this afternoon, maybe. I say that, but the second I say it, it's not going to happen. But maybe because I, reverse, like.
Boston.
But yeah, excited for that kind of stuff. That's been most of my week. It's been a down week for me at work because the cycle starts up again next week. So next week's going to be lots of traveling to Sydney at like 5 in the morning. But I'll be home before 12, so.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
nice.
right.
Before 12 at night, so like 10 at night or something.
12 a.m. No.
Whoa.
What a small day. I think people that work on oil rigs work less than that.
I only get 3 hours of sleep. No.
Wake up 10 hours.
I love
before
every
the
person I tell
roll,
about my
please.
new job. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm waking up at like 5 in the morning so I can get down. They go, oh my gosh.
For the,
But I'm home before 12. And they go, oh.
for the
Yes.
Very good. Cool.
What about you, Chester?
I've been here a lot. It's been 2 very, very busy weeks. Working with clients, working with different stuff, and kind of building the plan for what next year's going to look like for the business. So, and BJ's messaging me.
Call him.
No.
Because he didn't pick up the last time we tried to call him in an episode.
I've called him like once every day. I don't want to talk to him again. But yep, so we released the new car channel, which is heaps of fun.
Car
which is this is a car review channel that I'm producing and managing with a mate of mine, where he basically just shows up here each month with a different supercar. And we run around for a bit. We did a BMW M3 competition, which was interesting because it's $160,000 or something like that. But it has like the worst suspension ever, really uncomfortable seats, and because of like some eco thing the UN did, it's not actually that loud as a supercar. So what they do is they blast volume through the speakers in the car to make you feel like it's louder than it actually is.
Wow.
Which is interesting. But next week we've got a 2024 one of the brand new Mustangs to have a look at, which is very exciting. And I told BJ about it, and he was like, "Oh, please tell me where it's. I want to come see it.
I'll just rock up.
But it's like doing super well. Doing all the short stuff with that. So that seems fun. And then I started the new Atlas game, which is Metaphor, Refantasiae, which...
I thought you were about to say, which is a metaphor for doing drugs.
But most people think that it's better than Persona 5. It's the best game they've ever done.
So it's the same company as Persona 5 making it.
Yeah, so it's with a few extra companies with it, but it's high fantasy. Nothing to do with all this stuff, but it's interesting because it's the kind of narrative they're building of it. It's very berserk. There's a character that's clearly 99% just Griffith, just taken of him, but it's very inspired by that.
Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas, Metaphor.
I'll write that down.
But what's interesting is they have fantasy books in that world. There's one specific one that's really...
I'm just going to skip forward through the Persona rant. It's still going. Yeah, a lovely day today, isn't it? Are you having a good time anyway? Okay, it's wrap.
Mashoko Tensei prequel series that I'm reading through, which is about Roxy, because Roxy is very clearly, as I'm reading through the series, the most important character in the entire franchise. Mm-hmm. Everything revolves around her, which is interesting because she's a side character, but it's interesting. And then I've got the last 2 Uzaki-chan books that I'm reading through. And I love them, the Uzaki ones, because they're literally, it's just like reading like the Sunday paper cartoons. Everything is built to those single jokes.
Yeah.
Everything just builds up to more or less like a single joke and then jumps to a different scenario. And it's that single joke. It's just it's very much like Peanuts or anything like that. It's
Garfield.
A very nice, comfortable just system. I really enjoy it. That's what I'm doing. I've been writing and going on lots of walks. And every time I've gone for a walk, it started raining.
Yes.
And I'm just walking in the rain.
Yep.
Sad.
Nice. Cool. Sweet.
Now, gentlemen, this episode we're doing show and tell. I gave you guys lots of time to
Yes.
really process this and work out exactly what you want to bring.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
like hour.
A full
Yeah.
10 minutes before I had to leave. Yeah.
Gentlemen, what did you bring to show and tell for this week?
I think Nick should
No,
start.
no,
wait,
I
wait,
started.
Can I go get it,
I
or are we
sta- I
just saying
started
what we
first.
got?
There you go,
I think we
Go
went
get it.
last with you going around what we did for the week. So I think you should go.
Oh, I think Mike is going.
I think
Well, he's definitely going, but is he going?
Too many things because I couldn't decide.
no, you can show more. Show more.
So,
Well, in that
While
case,
I'm here, I had an argument on the Dark Tides Discord about cargo pants. I will continue this argument here. Cargo
of
pants are an absolute sin. And if you draw any of my characters with cargo pants, you're dead to me. It's incorrect. Cargo pants are a no-no.
all right,
I am a
so
cargo pants lover. I like cargo pants.
if
I just like that to be
I am
known.
upset at you, I know exactly what to do.
Buy-in cargo.
My eyes!
Yes.
You know what I hate more is those cargo pants with like the zippers, so they turn into shorts.
Those are the best type of
They're
pants.
they
I'm
look
just going
so
to
weird.
commission art of you wearing cargo pants.
Photo shops and like the backwards New York cap
Yeah.
that everyone wears. Anyway, and those like the big brown boots that they all wear. Anyway,
Show and tell.
Oh, you've
This is
actually
what
got
I
a
got.
copy of it.
Wow.
I got
Suck
the
up to your
Alan
boss,
Wake,
why don't you?
Calm down. The deluxe edition.
I still haven't picked up my copy. I pre-ordered it. I haven't been in.
Nice.
Night Springs, such a good song.
Yeah, man. So I'm playing through the first one.
Oh, hell yes.
It's I think chapter 4. It's interesting.
Where it's sorry, I've played that game like 15
$129.
times. What's chapter 4 about?
Chapter 4, you've gone through the mine and you've gotten to the guy who said he had your wife. He didn't, and he got sucked into a tornado. You fell into water.
Oh, now
and
you're at the lodge?
Yeah, we woke up with the doctor woke
Dr.
up.
Hartman.
Yeah, so that's where I've just
Nick, you got to show it for your
And
camera's better.
this is after Nightingale is
yes, has tried
Very
to kill
expensive.
that man is insane.
you. He's bonkers.
$130 for a
Stop
video
it,
game.
Stephen King.
He just keeps rattling
Just
off these
shooting at
different
you.
artists. Yeah, it's interesting, pretty fun. It's I don't know what it looked like before it was remastered. But
Only like 10% worse.
yeah, okay, because I don't know. I'm just my only issue is that I'm finding it a bit repetitive,
Yes.
but I'm sauntering through because I've seen a lot of stuff about what the second one.
91 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
2 is on.
And
a
you have to have an
whole-
Epic Games account? Nah.
Do you?
$130.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
100 gigabytes.
Number one, that is
Epic
the
game.
big issue with number one because like the gameplay never really evolves, and after every sequence, you have to get your
pick up all the
equipment
equipment,
every
yeah.
single time.
Yeah.
What difficulty are you playing on?
As hard as I can, but I can't do Nightmare yet.
Nightmare?
So I can't
That's
get the
impressive.
last 2 books. Because I'm a collector when I play games, so I have to get everything.
Every time I've played through since, I have played it on easy for the reason of
Just
like
experiencing the story. Yeah.
it just means I can blast through the combat quicker.
Yeah,
Because
get-
if you're playing on the hard difficulties, you're in combat
A
for
lot.
a lot of time.
Yeah,
For me, when
yeah.
I'm playing on easy, it's one shot each person, and then I'm just it's a 5-hour, 8-hour experience.
Yeah. I think I should have done that first because just a lot of the time you get out of a building and like, oh, I'm now in open forest area. The mist coming in.
music.
I just have to. I'm gonna walk and the screen's gonna, and there's gonna be someone there.
So I wish they just wouldn't do the pullback.
Yeah.
Because every time I do that, I was like, you understand you're a scary game, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to indicate to me every time
Yeah.
when I'm about to be attacked.
Yes. Yeah.
Because sometimes they don't, and that's where I get like,
Yeah, that's
spooked.
right. Sometimes you just hear the like, oh, yeah. Anyway.
I remember playing because my wife, she's played a lot of games, but mostly turn-based games where you kind of take your own time of it.
Yeah.
Then playing that with her, and I realized like her ability to handle situations like that is just immediate panic. Like she just immediately switches to panic and immediately just flings the camera off in a random direction. And all that. And I'm just like,
That's not where they are.
and it's from someone that spent like their entire childhood playing Halo and all that stuff.
To add to that, I've been an avid Pokemon and RPG player my whole life, and I still can't play FPS or anything like that. I have Alan Wake downloaded because it went on sale for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm scared to play it because I know my instant response is spam buttons.
Yeah.
I don't always visibly show the panic, but it very much shows on the screen when like I'm getting swarmed, and it's just me like.
Or she'd just do stuff like because equipment's quite rare in it, but she'd be walking along and just randomly like from like a bush, someone throws a hatchet and she gets hit by it, and she just hits the flashbang button and throws it off in a random direction.
Yeah.
And I was like, you have 2 of those.
That's good for groups.
Prioritize. It's one person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Very good. I'm very glad you're playing through it. That game is. I love
Keen.
it. I love it.
Keen. Getting there. It's interesting. I just finished chapter 3, and so it was doing like the not monologue, but like the little intro to chapter 4 or whatever, where it says what's happened, and it was doing it, and he's like, I feel like the story's turning. It's starting to feel more like a horror story. I was like, you're only feeling that now?
I've murdered so many people.
I had to kill a tractor that was chasing me.
Yeah,
Just a matter of opinion.
I will say the last part of that game gets to a stage where I'm like, I feel like this is just like a destruction derby. I'm finding so many cars and tractors and barrels being thrown at me.
They take so long to kill.
Have you done the part where you're going under the train tracks?
Yeah, and
Where
the
it's-
things just...
There's just all these things being thrown. I'm like, I think I've died the most amount of times in that segment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same. Because like you put the flashlight on high beam, and as you do, flashlights have high beam.
Always.
I go into turbo. Start.
When I'm in my car and it's dark outside, I don't turn high beams on. I get my flashlight with high beams, stick it out the window, and drive on.
That's right. But it just still takes so long, and it doesn't, kill it on the first battery. You have to keep. Anyway.
Yeah. Have you found the writing, like the main kind of like character writing and like conversation stuff?
Yeah.
Because when I first played it, I loved it. Second, like towards like the second chunks of my playthroughs, I started finding it really corny and really pretty poor. And now I've come back around to it being like, oh, it's a bit quaint.
Yeah, it's interesting. It reminds me a lot of when I listened to the what is it? The Stephen King's. Oh, not really. Which one's the one with the vampire? The
Sam's
one
Lot?
Yeah, Sam's Lot.
Oh, you should listen to Sam's Lot.
Well, I did. I got the audiobook a while ago. I listened to it and I was like,
We've never talked about this. My favorite book of all time.
yeah, nice. I listened to it and there was just one character which was like, what? Do we need this? Like the dude who owned the junkyard or something with all his stuff. I was like, why? Do we need this? Yeah. Anyway, but yes. So it's interesting. It's different. I'm keen to see the comparison between the first and the second one.
Yeah, the second one is...
I mean, I don't have a full picture of what the first one entails. Like, I don't know all the twists and turns if there are.
Yeah.
So.
Second one, just on a writing level, is a lot more advanced. But like, can you find any game from 2011 that had particularly good writing?
Yeah, that's
that, like,
true.
Doesn't have that kind of corny feel now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but this one feels like it's going to be a long game, which, like,
Chapter 4, you're I would say you're a bit over halfway.
oh, okay, nice. Oh, never mind then. I was thinking like this. If I was a lot younger and when games weren't so sophisticated, this would be a great game. Best bang for your buck because it's so long.
Takes
and
me
there's
about
just
11
adventure to
hours usually to get through.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
But when I first played, it was about 20.
Yeah, okay.
But also there's 2 extra DLC chapters that are included in that. You need to play through just because they play David Bowie songs.
Yes. Yeah, all the music. Yeah, I just need to stop looking for the coffee thermoses. And
That's the whole thing. I'm still so upset
heading
that I
up.
wasn't able to buy. They released coffee thermoses for Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
And they just sold them in Europe. Nowhere else.
bruh.
Nowhere else.
Anyway, disappointing.
Disappointing. Did you bring anything
SMH.
else?
I did bring a couple other things. One of them's in the car. Which
Should we jump around a bit and we'll come back to
sure.
this?
Yeah.
Nick, what did you bring? Was it the thing you were trying to sell me before? No? Okay.
I have a $5 coin.
You've got one of those
Legal monetary value $5.
too? Wow.
I have a banana for scale for our
But how big's the banana?
$5.
You're playing for scale for the banana.
in terms of size to face compared
Do you have
to
something for scale
microphone.
for your face.
Yeah, microphone and chair and everything else.
Do you have something for scale for the microphone and chair?
Yeah, the
of us.
banana.
We're not doing this camera.
Do you guys want to?
Wait, is that,
That's so
no,
cool.
So I've got that $5 coin, and then I have another $1 coin.
Wow.
In Australia, the most iconic Australian thing,
They dropped it.
It's gone.
Lost value. $4 now.
$4.95, is the Hills Hoist washing line. I don't know what they used to hang up their washing in America, but here in Australia we have a Hills
They
Hoist.
chuck it on the ground and shoot at it.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I have this here $1 coin with a washing line on it, which
Really?
is hilarious to
Yeah,
me. I
that's
think
so
that is
cool.
the funniest thing in the world, and you can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 1990?
I actually have a bunch of pennies from
That's
pre 1900, so like 1890 something.
That's the thing,
1880
that
something.
everyone has one of these.
That's
in their, like,
thick.
backyard. Well, most people.
That's
do.
it. That's exactly right. Isn't that hilarious? It's a washing line. Everyone has one, and it's on a coin.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That's so cool.
And that's a $5.
Is this all you've brought?
Yeah, those two coins.
20
So I'll
19.
give you 6 points for that.
What?
One
How many did you give for this guy?
Micah, for Alan Wake 2, I'll give you, because I'm a bit biased. I'll give you a point for each hour of the game
Ooh.
that you've played so far.
Okay. I've spent a lot of time on this game.
Oh yeah, you're 100%ing it.
yeah.
I'll give you 10 points.
Okay.
For Alan Wake 2.
Hey, if I give you $5,
You can present more.
Have your coins.
present more, dude. I don't have anything else.
You've got more stuff in that bag.
Yeah, but not to show and tell.
Those are cool though. Those are cool. I have
my
seen my
lunchbox.
sister had one of the $5 coins as well.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Well, I can give you the history of the guy on it.
Yeah.
If that matters.
Is that Banjo Passon?
Oh my gosh, you need to educate yourself.
Hey,
The
look at
Check
the coin.
yourself before you wreck yourself.
In World War One,
Banjo
when
Oh no, here we go.
the Anzacs established the beachhead on Gallipoli at great cost of Australian and New Zealand lives,
We don't need
there
to
was
mention the New Zealanders. Sorry.
this bloke who
have
went
you
back
heard
and
my
forwards
Oh yeah.
between the front and the hospitals, collecting guys on his donkey and just taking them to get
the
help
donkey guy.
until he got blown up by a shell. But he was doing the Lord's work.
He's
until
like
he died.
our equivalent of the Hacksaw Ridge guy.
Of course.
Do you,
have
Andrew
no idea.
Garfield? You
I love Andrew Garfield.
love that guy.
That Spider-Man movie was the best movie Marvel's released in ages.
And he's a war veteran?
How is he? He's a triple threat. He's Andrew Garfield.
seen him in
He's
musicals.
Spider-Man, and he's in
He
Tick
was in
Tick Boom.
Tick, Tick, Boom.
That's a very good movie.
I love that one song where he feels bad about them
I
feeling
feel
bad.
bad about you feeling bad. Yep. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
give you an extra point for that little history fact about the
Sweet.
The
Why
Banjo
do we need
Hassan.
points?
Winning.
Well, someone has
Because
to
it's
win.
always a competition.
Someone
Okay, so is it based off of
If you say your
quantity?
wife again.
She's not here.
Okay.
No, because I
I'm
only,
going to fetch my wife. You
I only
guys
brought.
can't give her less than Alan Wake. You can't.
I'm gonna fetch the whole crew of Rizz. We're worth at least 1 point each.
I'm
Still
worth 2 though.
less
I'm worth 2.
than the coins. No, I was gonna say because I only brought one thing, but I could I have stuff upstairs I could grab as well.
Yeah, that's true. Micah is beyond fair because Micah's brought extra things.
Yeah, so I was questioning.
So
I
does
just
he
wasn't sure
lose
what-
points for that?
Oh, if the other things aren't as good as Alan Wake, maybe
Because
we'll
is it
take some
going to
points
be
away.
just a
Oh, no.
question of is it the thing that scores you can show multiple things, but it's only the thing that scores the highest that counts.
Sure, let's go that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we want to drag this out, I can grab a thing from up there to show.
I wasn't meaning to just keep showing things.
Yeah,
I just
it's-
wasn't
it's
sure
Nick's
what I
problem
wanted
for
to
not
Or I
bringing
show.
can,
more things.
or I can just show
Right.
off the one thing that I brought. That I'm very happy.
I'm happy to talk about multiple things.
Because you've only got the one thing.
Yeah, just the one thing.
Okay, because I might just do the one thing, keep things short.
I have a banana.
And banana. You want to tell us about the banana?
He
No,
has
no. You go first. You go
sustenance.
first. I'll eat the banana on camera. How many points does that give me?
Ooh. Depends how you eat it.
Don't do that.
Depends which side you open it from.
Ooh, if you eat skin on,
If
you
you
will win
do-
this episode. I'll give
Do
you
the
anything
thing
you
where
want.
you snap it in half. That would be impressive.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin my banana because I got to eat this.
Yeah, that's
It was on
Slide
the,
it.
the Two Guys podcast, the guys who started the Two Guys
1 cup.
No, like the whole like 2 guys podcast thing where you just like say some wild thing and the other guy just shouts at you for being stupid, and then like that whole pod.
Yeah, but
I can't remember.
I've
what
never
they're
heard
called.
of this.
Suffer.
Oh my god.
Did you open it from the? You opened it from the wrong end.
I opened it from the top.
Because they had a conversation about bananas. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
So the two guys that started the 2 guys podcast type thing, where the 2 guys
Yeah,
yell at
I'm
each
pretty
other.
sure
Yell
they're
at each
the,
other.
I could be wrong about it, but I feel like they were the original ones who do the whole like.
Isn't that just the dude who talks about the frogs?
I have no clue. I don't watch them.
We're talking about InfoWars.
No, that's no. It's
InfoWars?
Huh?
That's Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Is Alex Jones
Any-
InfoWars?
In what? Info? Yeah, that's Alex
That's
Jones.
Alex Jones. See, we just get regurgitated American.
Yeah.
We're not creative enough.
Not creative enough. We don't do
Granted,
that.
we have 10% of their population, so
Yeah, right.
I have no
We've
idea.
got
What
10% of the creativity.
but
Hell yeah.
they have many memeable clips.
What have you brought up?
I've brought.
he has a pen. Good Lord, someone
There's
stop this man.
A bargay.
What I have brought today is something very sentimental.
What?
I thought would be cool to show off to the people. It is.
Ooh.
What is that?
So, reminds me of Blue's Clues, actually.
Undertale or something?
No, this is my own character that I have made up. And I was telling one of my best friends about it, going over the story stuff of this character, and they liked it so much that he went out, bought the crochet yarn for it, and made it within 24 hours of me telling him
Oh,
about
wow.
it.
It looked like professional, like
Yeah,
store,
no,
like something you
it
buy at a
looks
store.
something like it looks like something you buy at a store. So this is called a mellow.
Wait, is this in Pokemon?
No.
Is there any world basis for this? Or
I invented this myself years ago. This is one of my oldest lasting creations. It's one of my first creations. I made this up back in like 2017 when I was in high school, when I was coming up for a concept for a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild style, because that was
why
the
it just
big
came
thing.
out, yeah.
Open world gaming was like really going up. So I had this idea for a video game where you would be on a massive floating island, and that's how you'd get your map border, is that you'd be on the floating island, so you couldn't, and you'd play this little guy who would wield an umbrella, and he would fight big monsters that are like Shadow of Colossus style. So it's called a mellow. It's a species of creature. They come in many shapes and forms, but this one is named Marshall. They are near indestructible, like marshmallow boys. Very squishy, very loving and affectionate. They like hugs. That's kind of like the gist of them. They're just squishy, cuddly. This is also like life size as well.
Yeah.
What I pictured it to be. But no, when you were like, it's show and tell time, I looked around. I'm like, oh well, I've got this just sitting around.
No.
I'll stuff him in a bag and bring him over. No, very impressive job on the crochet. And he's just a little marshmallow boy,
That's very cool.
little mellow boy.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a cool idea as well for a story. For a
Yeah,
game.
no, I've got lots of them, and they're meant to be basically synthetic, like they're like the robots, life of my world, but they're squishy and soft.
like Big Hero 6 style.
Actually, like Big Hero 6 style. Yeah.
In Tokyo,
You
Japan.
remember me from
Tokyo, no, what?
No, that was
Chicago,
so-
Japan. Japan,
not
Chicago.
Japan.
Tokyo.
Times Square,
San
Tokyo.
Fran, Tokyo.
San Fran, Tokyo. There you go.
Yeah.
Roll for Rizz.
But no, a part of
Square
the
Japan.
idea was to have like something that resembled like cell life and was made up of like distinct units
Yeah.
that could grow and multiply, and it could be a self-replicating machine of sorts.
It's very Kirby. He's cool.
Yes, I love my Kirby designs for things. And then this was going to fight like an eldritch horror, and it was going to be elite.
Nice.
Elite.
Elite, just elite.
Well, elite. Like,
It's going to be epic.
It's a little dude. He's got a tiny little weapon, and he was going to fight like the personification of death itself or something.
I thought you just get like an army and then just swamp them, and then because they're indestructible, they kind of just push him off the cliff.
Well, the whole idea was that these were the guardians and like caretakers of the floating island, because the island was going to be like a prison for the said final boss, but the prison was weakening, and all of his like friends had been either killed off or had fallen off the island. So he was going to be like the last one, and then it was going to have a save mechanic where basically there was a endless amount of bodies you could manufacture of this guy, and his brain had like an upload to a cloud. So
Yeah, very near.
yeah, very near. So it would be every time you died, you would start back at 0, but his body would also become a teleport point. So you could choose where to die, so you could fast travel to locations.
You know, funny is if the fast travel was to like a location where they were like built, and wherever the machine was basically like a soft serve machine where it came down and, and then went back up.
Nice.
And then like two little arms come out and pop the eyes on.
Yeah.
And then instantly life.
And it's just like, and then it does like the Kirby like jump spin around. There you go. That's so cool.
Nice.
I'll give you 15 points for that. I brought some stuff. You guys can decide points for this. My wife asked me last night, because we were watching a video about this latest generation of consoles, and I haven't been particularly fussed with it. Like there hasn't been a single Xbox game that's come out that I've been interested in.
Yeah.
And PlayStation has released like the least amount of PlayStation exclusives ever. And it's like, and then they're releasing a PlayStation 5 Pro to run more PS4 games on?
Yeah.
It's like over $1,000, I think, here in Australia.
Is that the Slim?
No,
like
the Pro.
Okay.
They've just released the Pro.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, but I was thinking about it, and she asked what my favorite console was. And I was like, probably the PlayStation 2 or N64. But then I got here today, and I was like, I loved the 3DS.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like the Switch is fantastic. I love the Nintendo Switch, but I really miss when on-the-go games were a very separate thing than the games you had at home. So I want to just go through. So I got the
Do I get extra points if I...
Have you been leaving? What? You found me. Which one's it from? Which one of the games is this from Breath of the Wild, or is this from Tears of the Kingdom?
I went for more Breath of the Wild.
Good, okay. Tears of the Kingdom was mid.
I left that there weeks ago.
Comes with a gift from Caleb.
And I saw he pulled out the DS, and I'm like, oh. I wonder if he's opened.
No.
I don't think he's opened it.
No, I haven't. So I got the XL one. The only issue I've ever had with the XL and all the DSs is I've got in the perfect position,
Yeah.
but if it's awkward facing, doesn't move as much. But here, it's just the perfect amount to just jiggle all the time. Just get a better hinge. This thing was like $400.
I've also got my 3DS XL still, and I to this day think it's like one of the best consoles in all of history.
Yeah. So I wanted to go over some of the games, because some of the games, because they were expensive games, so you had to kind of pick and choose the ones you want. I bought this one recently, like 2 years ago, because it was on eBay. It was $80.
Whoa.
And I knew I would never be able to get it again. I've never played it, but I got the Gravity Falls video game.
Wow.
It's just like a 2D like platformer type of game, but I just knew that I would never be able to get it again because there's so few copies of it out there. So I got that. I paid as much as it came out for full price to get that. The 3DS was the first time I ever really got into Zelda, because when I was a kid I played the N64 and that I played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on there, and struggled my way through those. But 3DS had some of like the best. This is Link Between Worlds? Yeah, Link Between Worlds.
Never got to play any of the 3DS Zelda games.
Yeah. This one's really fun. This one's really good. Basically, if you play any of the new Switch games, the little Hyrule ones, which I think includes Link to the Past, they've remade or something like that. Now, Yeah, they're basically identical. They're heaps of fun. Fire Emblem, which is now still one of my favorite
is that
series.
Awakening?
Awakening.
Oh,
Awakening, so good. I hard lock broke this game and broke my save file of it.
Oh,
really?
Through no fault of my own, the game just allows really dumb areas to save. So
Wow.
I loved this game. I was like 13, 12 or something.
I
when played
remember
this.
tearing up at some of the cutscenes in that game.
This was one of the first like JRPG type games I played. I soft locked it because I was probably in the last quarter of the game, and I hadn't repaired any of my weapons. I hadn't done
Saved
any
in
of this
an
type of stuff.
elevator or something.
And so I saved at a point where I was no longer able to go back into the previous settings to go and fix any of my stuff, and I could not beat the level.
yeah.
So I would lose it, and it would be like, oh, quit. And so lose all your files, or go back to your previous save. I was like, okay, I'll go back to my previous save. All I can do from the previous save is launch this next mission. I cannot beat this mission because half my guys don't have weapons that last all the way through the combat.
Yeah.
There is nothing I could do to get out of the situation.
Wow.
So I was so upset. So
Is it still locked?
I have never finished it.
Is it still locked
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Man, that could be a,
Show
a
us.
stream
Prove it.
time of trying to.
Just try and like beating that one bit.
Yeah, let's see if it's really impossible. Like,
That's true. That could be. I tried for like 3 days in a row because I had while I was down. I took it with me
because
down
there's
for
some
a holiday
luck-based
house.
elements to that, so there could be a chance of like if you hit every like.
I've
crit-
played a lot more Fire Emblem now, so I'd be a bit better at it. But yeah, Fire Emblem.
Damn.
Pokemon X.
I was looking at that the whole time.
This is the only Pokemon game I've ever completely played. When I played it, this was probably my favorite game of all time. I loved it. I loved the all the other characters in it. This is the first time I've ever connected with any of the other characters and like side
Interesting.
characters in a Pokemon game. And your rival, she was great. I loved her so much. She was heaps of fun. I love the different locations you go into because it had like the Paris style place. The visuals are great. Like the only other games I've connected with as much have been the Persona games. This has done for me the same that the Persona games have. And I've tried every 4 or 5 years, I try again with a different Pokemon game, and it never connects as well as this one did.
There's nothing quite like the first proper Pokemon game you play all the way through. I think.
The only other ones before that I played were the dungeon games on the original DS. But this was the first proper one that I literally like went for it. And the main reason I was able to is because it has the rather broken.
Mega Evolution.
It has Mega Evolution, but it has the rather broken mechanic of every XP, all XP you get goes to all of your Pokemon.
That was the first game to do it,
Yeah.
and it's only gotten worse.
Yeah, so I was like, because before that, I never got into it because I had to spend so much time leveling up all the individual guys, and I was like, oh, I can have my favorite party, but then it doesn't mean that everyone else is now useless.
Yeah.
So that actually let me beat it.
I'm. This is definitely a hot Pokemon take, but I'm honestly, I don't dislike the XP all system. I don't like what they did in the most recent ones, which is you can't turn it off. They've been actively removing settings from each new installation.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of features that they've just not allowed you to turn off. Which I'm not a fan of that particularly, but I don't dislike giving more accessibility options.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, you'd get your one like max level Charizard and your party of like Pidgey, a fish you caught, this one that looks cool but you like wasn't good in battle, and then you just would roll through the game with your one high level Pokemon. Although I will say I think Black and White had the best solution gameplay wise because it had adaptive experience. So the higher level your Pokemon was, if you beat a low level Pokemon, you would get less experience, and then the vice versa was true. If your low level Pokemon beat a high level one, it would gain a lot more experience. Than
Yeah.
it was.
I remember doing that where I would I would do 9% of the damage to one Pokemon with a particular character, then swap in a really low level one to do those like last
It's
little bits.
not the same. I believe that was only Black and White, Gen 5 they did that. It was not an X and Y because they did the XP all.
I think in the other, because I didn't have Black and White 2. I had Black, which I played first 5 hours of or something, and I didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
And then I don't think I had any of the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games. But anyway, and then the other one is Animal Crossing New Leaf. I only played a little bit of this game. I've never been able to get into Animal Crossing very much. And then, and also, you can tell by the labels that we bought these same games at the same places.
Indie games. Hell yeah.
And then Ocarina of Time. This was so much fun on the 3DS because they upgraded the
really
visuals
want
for
to play
it.
that on the 3DS sometime.
Yeah, they upgraded the visuals for it, so it looks great. And with the 3D, it looks awesome, and is literally the perfect experience on the 3DS.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, such a fun little console. And then I just brought the
PSP.
PS Vita.
Yeah, I remember that.
I love this one as well, just because I was thinking about it, I just loved when on-the-go games were very different to the rest of them. And I was just holding this one because I came up with them. I was like, tasteful thickness of it.
Yeah.
I like things that actually
It's a
fit
nice
in my
handle,
hand.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Switch is lovely and all that, and I'm sure
very
the other ones.
thin.
It's so, like I can't hold this thing comfortably. This thing's actually shaped and has these little grooves
Yeah.
for you to hold it properly. I have literally all of the Persona games on this
Nice.
bad boy because I have everything from
that would be good
1,
for
2,
Persona.
3, 4. I've got multiple different versions of 3. Well, it's the on-the-go version of 3. And then I have Cloud Play for 5 on here.
Nice.
So literally all that runs off this. I played all of 4 in 2019, the bushfire season we had in Australia, the hottest summer we ever had. I played through all of 4 Golden
Wow.
during that time. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I recently, me and Kate, because there's only been one generation of Pokemon I bought both games because I had the money and the means to finally be like, I can get both.
The Black and White 2?
No, I did not have the money then. Did not have the money for X and Y because what I would do growing up is me and my brother would buy one version each.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we would have both and we could trade and do all that stuff. But X and Y came out 2013. Did not have much pocket money to buy 2 copies of essentially the same game.
Yeah.
But when Sun and Moon came out in 2016, I did have more money then.
Sun Moon has been the only time I've ever been excited for a Pokemon game because I played X and loved it. And I saw the trailers for Sun. I was like, it's going to be as good. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. And then it came out and I was like, I'm not spending that much money on a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Still never played it.
So I had both copies of Sun and Moon. I have one of each. So me and Kate recently, like a month or 2 ago, played through it together. It was a really nice experience. It was funny because then we tried doing X and Y after that, and she did not like X and Y compared to Sun and Moon. The first time we did it, we played through Scarlet and Violet, the newest ones, together. Actually, before that, we played through Legends Arceus together. But yeah, she likes more the 3D graphics and all of that.
Yeah, I was
stuff.
just wondering if it was kind of going too far back. Because
think
Sun and
so.
Moon was a big jump even from X and Y. And X and Y was a big jump in of itself. But still,
Yeah.
it's...
Well, you went from the chibi models to more like the models they have today with Sun and Moon.
I thought X and Y had
X and Y's
normal
pretty.
models.
X and Y's pretty chibi
Yeah.
for its runaround.
It is like more chibi than
In the battles,
than
you've got
Sun.
like the full like animated like tall character, normal looking, but Overworld is all chibi.
chibi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Micah, do you have anything else? Oh, actually, you guys need to decide points for mine.
I was just thinking, like, I never remember the word for this. What is it? It's like when you gets you in the feels. It reminds you of the past times. It's very
Nostalgia.
nice. Nostalgia. That's the word.
I was gonna say
like PSP and Nintendo are just that perfect level of.
My PSP's upstairs. I can grab that one too.
But sorry, yes, PS Vita and all that. Because like, yeah, just there were some phenomenal games on those.
I was gonna say
It's always like the trick driving.
2
and-
points for each game.
Playing the draw to life one
Yeah.
as well,
Oh,
or
Draw
the
to Life.
trying to just come up with words
Yes.
to like put into
Or
it.
like Scribblenauts.
Yeah, is it Scribblenauts where you just try and like
Scribblenauts was the words. Draw to Life was you do the actual like.
and Scribblenauts. I'm like I wish I could spell so I could write every type of dinosaur here.
I
Yeah.
loved Scribblenauts finding out Cthulhu was a thing, and you just type Cthulhu into every problem, and it's just
Wow.
Yeah.
tiny Cthulhu, large Cthulhu.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah,
It's 2 points each game.
I was gonna say 2
think that's
points
pretty
each
good.
game,
4, 5,
and then maybe
6. So that's 12.
yeah.
Cool. If I had, I would expect more if I had the original grey DS.
Ooh.
It's different. The other one with the tiny little screen, the
Uh,
huge thick one.
Not last. No, those.
Oh, the hinges on them,
those would break like nothing else.
pure plastic. Anyway,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else, Micah?
I do. I don't. I mean, there's something I'm excited for. I don't care if we do points for this, but we had our anniversary recently, and Holly bought me tickets to Critical Role traveling to Sydney.
What? How about we see some of
Oh
those
my
cheeky
gosh.
digits on the?
Oh
on
no,
the
no, I'm not sure. I don't want to show the. I don't want to lose my seat.
Wow.
We're pretty close to the front as well.
It's the same energy as I got a new credit card, guys, because last time I showed you a picture and says a picture of the new credit card.
But yeah, so that's going to be great. Very excited to. For that. I think
they-
it's in the what is it? Now I'm forgetting.
University Hall.
I think it
Not
was-
the Opera House.
I feel like it was.
Is it the Opera House?
Let
Is
me
it,
look.
are they just playing part of a current campaign?
They're
or are they
doing a
playing
one
in
shot. It's a one shot. Yeah.
You seen the actual Matt Mercer?
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm keen for. It doesn't say. I'll. It's in Sydney. So it'll be next year around June, July.
I'd be so annoying at something like that. You're a guy. You're a guy.
Oh, dude.
Tell me about the blank cards that you can remake. Can I get my buffer on that?
Yes, I'm going to have to channel my inner shutting up and not say anything about rules and stuff.
Just bring up the most like
I'm actually-
irrelevant voice acting roles he's done.
Yes.
Were you in Black Butler? Where are you? Tell me, Mercer.
Yes. So it'll be fun. We're sitting right behind where all the cosplayers will be, so, which is right up the front. So we'll be pretty close to it.
Not quite cringe. It's
Not
pretty
quite
big.
cringe.
It's pretty big.
Well, Holly said, "Do you want to like cosplay? We could go as a Lord and Lady Briarwood." And I'm like, "That's pretty cool. That could be fun." He's essentially Dracula, and then
yeah.
she's like a necromantic witch who wants to keep him alive for as long as possible. So
Yeah. You go as different eras of Matthew Mercer. You go with the weird vest that he always
the weird
wears
vest and
the
the
t-shirt.
bracelets and stuff. Yeah, nice.
Hello, Matthew.
It'll be,
Matthew.
hello, it's me. I am you. But yeah, I'm very keen for that. Holly's plan. So it's also where we're staying and all the different things we can do. Like go to Bread Top, and that's a highlight according to her,
awesome.
according
That's
to me, because I love Bread Top. Ever since Angus was like, this place, we need to go this place.
Yeah, hell
yeah,
yeah.
so
Nice.
I'm good
I
with that.
won't give you points for that, but that's very cool. It's
Yes.
just the one item, but that's awesome.
yeah.
That's very good. I've still never gotten into Critical Role, but that's still very cool.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting because I always listen to the podcast.
Is it the full cast? Like, is it?
I assume so.
Yeah.
It'll be a one shot, so I don't think it'll be anything to do with the story, but they're just traveling around doing one shots. So it'll be interesting take. I mean, they can be inappropriate at sometimes, so hopefully not this time, but we'll see.
cover the child's ears.
Well, we're gonna have to get rid of him so he'll be babysat for the.
That'll be
I
your
don't think
first
you're
time
allowed
about?
to sell children anymore, Micah. That was...
No, we're not that. Sorry,
That'll be your first time
money in
out.
return.
so first time.
First time going out without.
We'd be paying them
Uh,
to take him off us. I
Well,
don't think you
not
understand.
technically, because actually next Thursday, which is why we can't come to D&D, is Arndo, who is a comedian slash
the
writer.
painter.
I don't think he's a painter. Comedian
He
slash
wrote
he
the
wrote
book, didn't he?
yeah, the Happiest Refugee.
Yeah.
And
he's
also Wolf Girl.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a why every time I go to a bookstore, I immediately walk to the kids section to see what we're up to with Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
And he's written a heap of kids books. They're all like
Okay.
those young adults like type ones. But he did the painting series. as
Hang
well.
on. Wait. Diary of a Wimpy Kid's still going?
Yes. He said on Twitter that he will die before he stops writing them. He says
Wow.
he'll write for the rest of his life.
How old's he? Like 50 in the books now? What?
No, he's same age. Same year of school as well.
Oh my
But
god.
he did all the years of school.
No, he's still he
No, but he went like middle school, high school. Like he.
No, they never did. He's always been in 4th grade. Or is it 6th grade or something like that. He's always been in the same year.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's coming down to the Highlands, so we're
Really?
going to see that.
Is he doing anything or are you just going to go see him?
We're not sure if it's like a book
He's
reading.
going to stand on the side of the
Stalking
road.
his Facebook. We know what cafe he's going.
No, yeah.
He dropped the press shop.
No, we're not sure if it's like a book reading. It's like
A book
meeting
reading?
him, but it's also like the cover of the book. So we're not sure if he's like reading
Yeah.
a chapter or something. But so Holly's keen. She wants to get a.
So she likes on.
Yeah. She. I think it's one of her favorite books. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
it's interesting. Yeah.
Amazing.
So yes. So we'll be. That'll be the first time we're
Amazing.
leaving him with the grandparents and going out for an hour.
The entire time you'll be stressed.
Yeah, that's like,
what's
is he sleeping? Is he getting?
What's happened? No one, they haven't called. Maybe they can't call.
What if the internet's cut out? What if they all die?
What if they've been under the dome? Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway, yes.
Amazing. Cool.
So that's lots of fun stuff planned.
Perfect. Well, I think that makes Caleb the winner.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I
With-
15
with-
points.
With 15? Because you got 10
Yes.
of yours. You got 6.
We did it.
You ate the banana funny, though.
I did eat
He
the banana.
did eat the banana funny.
won't give you any
Show
points for
that
that.
clip. Show that
Show that
slow-mo.
clip. Don't show any
Reel
of
it
what
back.
I was eating, but now show it so they know what I'm talking about.
It's the time when you're actually eating, it was just a censored thing.
Yeah, just censor you just looking at me weird. That's it.
Yeah.
Not even censoring me, just you looking weird.
Like,
Just
it
going,
doesn't matter who's
"Oh,
talking. It's
yeah."
just your reactions.
Sometimes the thing I use for the editing just does that. There's been times where I've like labeled the wrong video, and so there'll be stages where you guys are talking, and it's just me, just like
Yep. Oh, dude, I hate it when that happens.
thanks, and then it cuts to you as I say thanks, Caleb. Doesn't even show me talking.
Just it cuts away.
Yeah. But something I'm quite keen on, just because you're talking about the game stuff. Quite keen on next year, because we're changing business model for here a little bit. Next year, trying to spend more time. I want to try drawing a comic as well. I also want to try getting into. I want to make like 16-bit old school RPGs. I really want to do like a Dark Tides type of one, but I'd also want to do like segments of that as like a Hemingway like hack and slash type of thing.
Nice.
Well, I was going to say the kind of, because making a full 3D rendered open world game is difficult, but if you're doing like more pixel art and like that kind of smaller like top down, like you could have like my current idea is to either do something that's top down and like open world like that, and you could do the same things, or do something that's like 2D scroller.
Yeah.
Because that was another idea relating to this of having one. Because when I realized that I do not know how to program a 3D game and do 3D models and all of that stuff, I thought of an idea of having a game where the world is one big like loop that you could run around. Kind of like Little Big Planet, where you'd have like those massive little like, and you could so you have a big 2D scroller game where the map is just a big loop around, and then you could go like because then that's when I was playing Hollow Knight, so then I was thinking of like you could go deep down into the ground, and you could even go all the way through the core of the planet and then back out to the other side and pop out there. So either do something like that or something that's like a 2D scroller that's like just an infinite plane or something. But yeah.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do almost like the remember the segments in Mario Galaxy where you could like jump down and like vroom, up onto the other side type of thing. That'd be cool. Anyway, that was that.
was the
What do we give him for winning?
What?
What does he get for winning?
Scam.
Get my character back.
Get my character.
No.
No.
That wouldn't be interesting.
Wait, what happened to your character?
I lost all my levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he met pickle.
But you
people.
doubled everything.
Wait, no, you met pickle people.
No, he meant
I
pickle
meant
people.
You met pickle people.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't need the character stuff back. I just,
Mm.
I don't know.
I'll give you super inspiration.
Super inspiration.
You get a D20 of inspiration to roll.
Rolls
Damn.
one.
Add a D20 on a D20.
D20 onto the one. There you go. That's
pretty-
that's your little-
that's
your
pretty
little
powerful.
reward. That's pretty powerful.
That's nearly a guaranteed success.
Yeah. In a
That's like
game where you
advantage.
guys seem to always succeed, unless it's trying to get away from him. And his rival.
Yes.
I know every time.
I'm trying to do your job for you and make it hard. for these fools. I'm like, this game is too easy.
I'll be
Why
honest,
isn't
I'm
it
not
harder?
very good at like level
gonna-
scaling. I
Thank
don't
goodness
understand how that
Friendly
works.
Fire
I'm
isn't
gonna look up
there.
the stats on because I have a fun little.
Yeah, look, if
thing.
I ever win something, which doesn't seem like it'll ever be the case, but can I do like double friendly fire damage? Is that?
Can I just?
It's so funny.
Can these guys just like roll with disadvantage when it has something to do with me?
When I'm incinerating them, can they like die?
You do seem to fight us a lot. So
I'm not fighting you at all. You're just not getting out of the way. That's
You're just
not my fault.
Working with me.
just need to work.
2d20. Let's calculate.
Like the lowest you can roll is a 2.
Lowest I can roll is a 2. So
But it's sort of like the
I
premise of
have a 1 in 20 chance to roll 21 or what's kind of them? Like
You get double advantage.
there's your spread on that.
Yeah, right.
So I'm making a new channel to for like a specific type of content that I want to do, just on the side, just like a little fun thing. And the first one is I want to do a full breakdown of the economic system of Bikini Bottom.
Ooh, yes, please.
And talk about every different type of currency they've ever brought up in the show,
Wow.
and like make like explain like the levels of it there has to be, because they brought up sand dollars, they brought up bubble dollars, then there's actual just like American currency.
I remember the bubble dollars.
Yeah, bubble dollars, but the bubble dollars aren't accepted by most people. Only bubble people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
Nice.
that's that. Have fun. Bye.
Have fun.
Wow.
Bye. See ya.
Nice. Coffee time.
Coffee time.
I don't know.